Hi there. I got 20 things that I want in a man. 1. He has to believe in God, not in a loud way, but in their hearts. 2. He has to love his country. 3. He has to have love for himself. And I mean the real love. Not the love that comes once, and not love that needs the people approval, but love that is peace. And if I know if he has love for himself, then he can love me too. Because I have love for myself. 4. Affection. And not just love, but a small touch. When the world feels too bad. I had a family once. I have a family that I grew up with that didn't show affection. Their affection was putting their hands on each other, and not in no good way. I don't believe in violence. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to hurt no one. And I have a big heart. Even growing up with violence, I was the one that hugged my mom after her being beat, and showing my dad love when he was angry, and wiping my tears away and my brother's tears away, making a wish that what I wish I would come true. And that's all I wanted was a love. And one day that I will have a family that wants to grow and show no anger. In that way, I believe if you have anger, yes, it's a feeling, and you feel it, but you don't react to it. I feel all of emotions, and I'm not afraid to feel. And if I'm sad, I'll cry, and if I'm mad, I'll think why, and wonder, and get into my head with it. But that's who I am, and what caused that. And if something made me laugh, I'll laugh that hard and loud, and I laugh like this. I really do. And I'll laugh from the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my stomach, because that's the real thing. When I have feelings, I'm not afraid to show them. And I would like a man to not be afraid of showing them too, because then I'll know that he's real like me. And then I'll know that he worked on himself just like me. And I want a man to accept me for who I am, and not get embarrassed or ashamed of me and run away, because I love myself. And they need to accept me for who I am, just like me accepting them for who they are. And I will accept them. And after all, isn't that what love really is? Loyalty, honesty, trust. So what I want is 5, loyalty. 6, honesty. 7, trust. 8, and here's the hardest one that I hope that a man would understand, and that's my independence. And I want him to be independent too. And I want a man to be independent on his own, and not have to need me, because I don't need no one. Because you see, I have my own life too. I have my own friends. They're not bad. They're good. They're godly friends. And I like having time on my own time. It's my time with God, and I don't want a man to beat up my butt. I want him to have his own way too of living, and I don't want a man to get mad at me because I asked for time with my friends, or time with God, or time for myself. I'll give that time to him too. And I'm not selfish. I just feel like everyone needs time alone with their mind. And I want him to have that too. And I want him to be okay with me wanting that without him thinking I'm doing something wrong. That's why we need that. Without that, then there will be a misunderstanding and all the time, and then running away, and that's not what I want. I don't want no one to run away from me because I had that, because I want my time alone, and they thought I was cheating, but it's because it was them all along, but then they made me feel like it was me. I hope the man I get understands if he pushes me away, and I hope the man that I get understands if he pushes me away, I will come closer to him. Not to drown him, but for him to know that he has my attention and he's special to me. And I hope to get a man that can take my kindness, because I'm kind, and not use it against me, and not question it, and not think something is wrong. But then there's times like I like to talk about, and there's times that I like to talk about weird things. I have a way to myself that likes to learn every day, and I might ask weird things like about consciousness and subconsciousness and like science. I like to get deep into meaning of it, being aware of something and looking at it, and that's the kind of stuff that I like. I used to not be into that stuff, but I am now, ever since I awakened. I just want a man to understand me and love me for who I am, and not what I can give, and for him to know that I don't want nothing from him. I don't want no money. I don't care if he's famous. I don't care if he's not famous. I don't care if he has a lot of money. I don't care if he don't really have no money, but he should have a job. He should have something that he's passionate about, because I don't want him to depend on me, because I won't depend on him. And I just want him to be real and love and communicate. I want love and communication, because without that, what do we have? When this is not going, because if we don't have communication, I'm sorry I wrote this, because if we don't have communication, then what are we going to become? Then we'll grow apart, and that's not what I want. No communication, just fighting. I don't believe in hurting someone, and I don't believe in taking it out on someone. Is that so hard to ask for a man that has his own life and I have my own life? But two of us coming together, and it doesn't mean to put his life or my life on pause. If it means we both have a understanding that we both have our own lives, and we can have our own lives coming together, and can still love each other, Sorry, I forgot where I'm at now. Oh, and can still love each other and live and be ourselves. Does that make sense? So when I find that man someday I will, and I will, because I know that God has someone for me. I've been praying to God, and I know that God will answer me. God will put me as a pencil and my soulmate as a pen, and we'll write each other's life together. It will be God's work, because God says I'm light, and he's looking for someone that can take my light And God is getting him ready for me and me ready for him. And I just hope that there is that man out there. Not hope, I already know he's out there. Just hope that we'll find each other soon. So I'm 42 years old. I'm not begging. I'm not chasing. Just attracting. Thank you. God bless.